Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, Marcia with Mom Needs a Clone. So I have an idea. So a while ago, probably been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe middle of September, somebody asked me something on Instagram about moving. How would I move something if I needed it to go with me? Like, I don't know if she said each week or I'm not sure what she said, but I've been thinking about it and also forgetting what she said all at the same time. So I don't know. And I can't find the post on Instagram. But basically, she was asking me about moving something. I don't know if it was moving it to the next day or moving it to the next week. How would I do that? So for 2026, I've been wanting to make like a, what are those things? Trigger list. So I kind of put her question in my idea, I kind of put them together. So I think I'm gonna make me a movable tracker, and I'm gonna make it pretty much almost identical to how I make my pockets, my little folder pocket thingies. You guys know what I'm talking about if you watch my channel. I'm gonna do it kind of in that same manner. So I typed up some of my tracker, not tracker, I keep saying tracker, trigger list, some of my trigger list questions. So there's one, and I just found this image on Pinterest and then typed it in on Instagram. You can do that however you want. You can find an image and type it in on like a photo app. I'm not sure how you could do it, but I'm just telling you what I did. So I found an image and then I just typed up some of the trigger list things. So I did these. I'm not going to say them all. You guys can screenshot if you need to. And then I did, so that's on a sheet of paper. And then I did this one on a vellum. Now, I don't know if it's clear or not, but this is on a vellum. Those are kind of the trigger list topics. And these are all like things that I need to ask myself. So this one I should have did in white instead of black writing because my eyes can barely see it. So there you go there. And then the last one, so I did 4. That way I can do a front and back. That's why I did 1 on vellum and 1 on paper so that I could put them back to back. Because if I did 2 vellums, it wouldn't work because you would be able to, it would be double like that. You wouldn't be able to see anything. So I'm thinking like this. 1 on paper, 1 with vellum. So same thing here. So let's put those back to back. And I didn't do them in like any kind of order. I just started writing out stuff. I didn't check my spelling. I didn't do any of that. I just had a thought. I'm off for spring break and I want to do something. So let's see how we're going to do this. Okay. I want to corner around those first. Let me sit down because I'm standing up. I got too excited. Let's corner around these. I think I'm going to do medium. Oh, let me push this on 5, at least I think. Okay, that gives it a little cleaner look. Okay, so that's that. Let's put that back. There it goes. And then, yeah, so I really wanted to do like a trigger list because sometimes I wish I had one. And I know there's like a ton of people with some great trigger lists, but I wanted to kind of make my own just because, like, I know sometimes I want to track my blood pressure. So, you know, I put that on for me. So I'm just trying to think like, what are some things I want on my daily page that, or on my weekly page that I may want to remember to do. So let's do it like this. I'm trying to figure out. So let's put my mat down so I can at least try to get it straight. Let me let y'all do, oh, my earring fell out. Uh-oh, getting a little wild in here. Let's take them both out because now the back fell and I can't find it. Okay, let's, in case you want to know the sizing, because I don't know, I just cut it. Maybe 6.5. So like that. To that, what's that, y'all? 3 1/4 maybe. 3.75, almost 3.75 probably. So if you wanted to know that, that's what I'm working with as far as the paper. Now I'm probably going to cut this a little bit wider. Okay, now I was thinking, should I put a little glue or tape or something on this just so that it doesn't move? I don't need to clean this desk at all. I can find my items. Just a little bit of something there, and maybe there. Just to kind of... Okay, let's see. Okay. It's not fancy whatsoever, so I'm going to try to line this up. And let's put it right here. The first one. I may have to move it over. Okay. Is this how I'm doing it? I think that is. Okay. I think I want a big gap in the middle. So normally I do those small, make sure it's lined up. That one probably can go up a little bit. Okay. Let's cut this. Where is it? I don't want to cut it right at, ooh, it's not even. My technique with this did not work. Okay. And then let's leave a little bit of space on the edge just so it doesn't split. A little bit there. Okay. All right. Let's round the corners. Let's do it medium. Okay. And then take it out of the cover. This is the only B6 Slim I have right now, so it'll be perfect to test this theory out. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to fold on that line and fold on that line to leave a gap. So I'm going to just use this bone folder thing. I do the same here. Of course, you could also just type up something and where you can like washi. You could washi. Like you could, you know, let's see. You could like put a piece of washi here with it sticking out and just fold it in and out like a flap. If you wanted to do that. Okay, I like it. Very, very simple. So this, and it can go anyway. So if I wanted to make that the front, I can make that the front. If I want to make this the front, I can make this the front. I'm just going to do this just because it starts with weather, and I usually put weather at the top of my page. So you do like that, and then you would, let's just see, anywhere you could basically just have it like that in your planner. So that way it's, let's say this is a daily page right here. I could have it just tucked in there for the next day, and I can see everything like, hey, this is all my triggers. What do I need? I can fold it. I can have it like that. but it hooks on, so it can even be like, you know, hook on to the front page, like, and you start in on your next one, and you got some of your trackers, you can have it out like that. Like, it's just, you guys can do whatever you want, however you want, but I think this is going to be something that I try to implement and have with me. Of course, if I don't want to like have it hold on to papers like that, like if I don't want it in a book like that, let me find, I don't have a B6 Slim cover, so I can only do it with this thing. So maybe if I had a B6 Slim cover, I could like put it in like that, so that way I can pull it out. I can have it out while I'm planning. It just depends. If you have a cover, you can put it in your cover. If you don't, if you just have like a B6 Slim that you, or any size that you have, and you just need it to go page to page, you could do like that. And since it has this gap, it's not like bending anything because it's so open. So it's not bending any other pages. Let me see how far it goes down. So this one, it doesn't even hit the middle thing. So it literally just sits in there like that. So yeah, but that was a quick little idea I thought I wanted to try. And we'll see if I tweak it as the months go on before 2026. But if you don't have, that's another thing. If you don't have a lot of things that you want to like trigger you to write down, you could just do a front and a back and then use this, put one of those pockets on and use it for stickers. And then you could do, or you could put this here, put your stickers in there, and then put a set of like sticky notes. You could do sticky notes, you could do stickers, and then you could do your trigger list in the front. So you could do so much with this like concept or idea. It's up to you how you want to do it, but I just thought I would share that. I'm literally just sitting here thinking through some 2026 stuff, and that came to mind because I remembered her asking, how can you move something like with you for the next page or week? I can't remember how she phrased it, but even just like I was saying, a lot of people do this. I've seen this quite a bit in the community where they just take something and they just tape it. Hopefully I'm in frame. They tape it and then it just moves forward with them as they go. They take it out. Since it's washy, it just peels up and it goes to the next one. I wouldn't want to do something like that. I kind of like this concept better just because it's like in there, but it's not bothering anything. And then when you go to plan your day, you just sit it out, plan, or you go plan your week or whatever. So we'll see if this is something I go with, but it was just a thought. So thank you guys for watching, and I will chat with you in the next video. Bye.